Why did you create this, Mark?
It was when Roxanne got pregnant.
He's off.
He's off. When Roxanne got pregnant, she told me to educate me on the life-changing events that was about to happen, and I just thought I might as well document this journey and try and have a bit of a laugh doing it.
This is you going from kind of lad to dad.
Yeah,
boy to man.
Exactly. Yeah, trying to grow up, I suppose. I'd never changed a baby, held a baby, looked after a baby, you know, and.
Well, you've got a very energetic baby.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
to say.
So,
he's using one of your. Well, let's talk about that one first.
Well, the thing you find out, Mark, really, as soon as you mentioned baby, child, anything like that, the price went up, right?
Yeah.
So you could see that there was a premium on anything to do with babies because parents will pay more so that the kids get the best. So what did that get you thinking?
The whole parenting thing is such an expensive business, and there is a lot of brands sort of, it feels like manipulating it. So I thought I'd try and, you know, take a few shortcuts and try and get to the same result another way.
Yeah,
right,
we should have mentioned.
Let's talk about why you're in a skip. Right, let's talk about why you're in a skip. Right.
Yeah, so Roxanne asked me to get a paddling pool one night after work. And the problem with the paddling pool is I don't fit in a paddling pool. So I'm 6'8".
Is it for you?
Well, you know, I'm his dad, you know, it's all about parenting, isn't it? So being involved. So I called up a friend of mine, called in some favours and had this delivered and filled it up in time for
You hired a skip, lined it.
I did, bit of tarpaulin.
But for most
Roxanne,
people, a skip would be more expensive than a paddling pool.
Not when you know someone.
OK, not when you know someone.
So, Roxanne, what did you think when you said, love, nip out and get this paddling pool, would you?
I thought he'd come back with a paddling pool, not a skip, but I was a bit shocked. But yeah, it was a really hot day, so it was actually quite.
It was a warmer day than what it is today.
Yeah, no,
And
it is chilly
I
today.
gather not just your son, but your neighbours enjoyed the skip as well.
It's really quite funny. About an hour after, you know, I put it online, neighbours from 2 doors down, her and her mum came round, they jumped in, we all had a few drinks.
Enough said. But the practicalities of all of this.
Get your son round on his walker because he's dying to get down because he's a lively 2-year-old. So tell us about the walker. There's lots of kids want a walker when they're just starting out. So how have you put this together?
Yeah, so it was, you know, similar sort of scenario. Rox asked me to pick up a walker for him.
Ooh.
Walkers are about between 50 and 60 quid for a decent one, so I thought I'd make one and try and save myself a bit of money.
You're very clever.
And of course, that's a very practical thing. But here I have a little box that you could separate screws and nails and things in. A lot of people will identify with this. But Mark has amended this, and this has become his go-to lunchbox. Now, Roxanne, how practical is this, or how good is this, or what was your reaction initially when he came up with this?
At first, going to hang out with all my friends and being like, oh, hi, with a toolbox there, was a little bit worrying, but it actually worked.
Yeah.
And when I go and see all his friends and stuff, they're all like tucking into it and they love it.
Are you concerned about the bottle?
The Jack
Oh,
Daniels
that's
in
smart.
there.
Is that your little joke?
Yeah, well, you know, we've all got to enjoy it, haven't we? Help yourself, Eamonn, honestly.
People have been asking you about this.
Oh, well, help myself.
People have been asking you to make these for them.
Yeah, do you know what? I think the toolbox gets more attention than what I do when we're out. You know, a few people have seen the videos and everyone wants a photo with the toolbox. So yeah,
So
it's great.
This is not just about saving money, it's about being inventive. You obviously like to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's about having a laugh as well. Parenting is hard work. And, you know, if you can smile through it and have a bit of a laugh and enjoy it, then why not?
Do you not just sometimes wish could you just go to the shop and buy something, please?
Yeah, sometimes when I send him out to get things and he just comes back with something else, I'm just like, not again.
She loves it.
Not again.
What about when it comes to personal gifts between the two of you? I mean,
Don't get me in trouble.
Does he do that? Does he work his magic with you?
The thing is
Personally?
with Mark, even though he does all this stuff, it does make me laugh. And 9 times out of 10, the stuff does work. So he's a very generous guy, and like he does all of it with the love for his son and for us. Like,
Is there anything he's made that you've said no,
he
it doesn't
cut my
work?
door in half.
Your door?
I sent him out to get a baby gate, and he cut my beautiful door in half. And now I have half a door in my kitchen.
Oh dear, we're looking at it now.
Door in half?
Yeah, my kitchen door. It now looks like a stable.
Yeah, see,
So what's the next project on the horizon?
No,
I can't tell you that. I can't tell her that. It's, you know, you'll have to tune in.
But what is, I mean, most men nowadays are increasingly useless, aren't they?
Speak for yourself.
Well, I do speak for myself. You know, my father was a tradesman, you know, and I'm ashamed that I can't do, you know, a tenth of the things that he would be able to do.
Yeah.
You're a graphic designer by nature, and yet you're using your hands here, you're doing the hard graft. But don't you ever come up against the fact that today we're in a consumer age, a designer label age? People want you're nodding away. People want the brand names, don't they?
Well, they do, yeah. I suppose brands are a big deal and they're what sell a lot of the products. But, you know, I think money's a huge factor for new parents. And I think that, you know, if people can benefit from saving a bit of money on this and spending the money elsewhere, you know, for their children, then why not?